Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Golden Gloves Chat Show. With me, my special guest, Dr Selepe, the chairperson of BSA Medical Commission.
Hello, Brian.
Dr Selepe, let's do the elbow shake. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being my guest.
Thank you for having me, Brian.
It's a pleasure. I've been wanting to have you as a special guest for a long time. Doc, firstly, how's the lockdown, the pandemic, COVID-19 been treating you?
It's been quite a challenge, Brian, considering that we've been at the forefront of the COVID-19. In particular, we've seen a lot of our colleagues pass away, being affected, by the virus. So we've been out there fighting and treating people. And but by God's grace, we're here, and we've just been working hard to making sure people understand by educating them and treating those that have been affected by COVID-19. Yes.
You look in great condition. You work out as well?
I do walks, but I don't do that active this thing, which is something that we as doctors need to be exemplary. We need to be doing workouts, but these couple of months we've been busy with work, in terms of COVID-19 and helping people that have been affected.
Fantastic. Doc, well, just tell us a little bit background that the viewers don't know, and even the boxing people, a bit more about your own personal practice as a doctor.
Yeah, I grew up in Soweto. I'm a boy from Joburg. Used to walk the streets of Joburg as a young boy. I'm currently doing managed care, that is managing people with chronic conditions, but also sometimes practicing out in Joburg. So I'm still involved in medical healthcare, but mostly my focus is on helping people really to stay healthy and to change their lifestyles.
Okay, Doc, let's talk boxing. Obviously, that's what we had to talk about.
That's right.
Mainly, you're a boxing man. How did it all start for you? Why boxing? You're the chairperson of BSA Medical Commission.
Brian, it was a miracle. I had a patient, one of my patients who came to me was very ill, and I treated. He was a boxing trainer. I didn't know that from Randfontein. And after 2 years, he phones me to say, listen, we need help. There is a tournament and toekomsrace. I said, listen, I know nothing about boxing. Yeah. But he said to me, please come and help. There is a doctor who will help you. Dr. Ngatani will be there. Yes. And the rest is history. Here I find myself, being so involved with boxing. And the reason why I started basically to get into boxing was when I got to boxing, I realized that the health and the well-being of boxers was not a priority, that there were certain things that were missing. And I stepped in and started discussing with the previous chairperson and the CEO, and they started liking what I was talking about and interacting with boxers to make sure that their health became a priority. And the rest is history, and I've got a team of doctors that are on the commission that are supporting me, and things are slowly changing in
Fantastic, Doctor. You do a great job, and obviously the viewers can hear the noise in the background. The reason we're here today, of course, is to do the pre-fight medical and examination, the first of for the COVID-19, the
That's
test
right.
for all the fighters that are taking place on the 10th of October at Empress Palace, the big Fort War show there. Doc, tell us how today is going to go about the medical examination.
Brian, we have had time off boxing. It's affected the boxers just like everybody has been affected economically. Today we are going to be testing boxers. We've been honored to have a laboratory company by the name of Empath. They are here to come and test boxers. BSA has committed to test all the boxers, for COVID-19, which is very important, And today we'll be starting with a number of boxers who will be participating together with their sparring partners and also some of the managers, because we want to make sure that we adhere to the COVID-19 protocols.
Great, Doc. So everybody is here today, the sparring partners, the trainers, the fighters, every single person that's going to be involved with the fight for the 10th of October. And of course, I must say, very important as well, is that all testing today and the fight, of course, as well, is subject to the Minister's approval.
Oh, definitely. And the interesting thing today, Brian, we're not having all the boxers like usually when they come from their medicals, pre-fight medicals. Today, they're going to come at staggered times. For every 15 minutes, we'll be examining a boxer. He's going to get medicals done, So it's quite different because we want to adhere to the COVID-19. It's very important for everybody to make sure that, they adhere to these protocols to make sure that there's no spread of the virus.
Fantastic. And then tell us, that's a fantastic job you guys are doing. The eco testing that they're talking about a week before the fight at Empress Palace, how's that going to work?
No, that is, we really honored that Empress Palace, who've been a partner for us, that they've provided a safe place, a hotel for the boxers to be able to come in and be in an eco environment and be able to stay like that so that we minimize the chances of infection. Because, Brian, the success of this tournament is dependent on the boxers, and which is a very important thing that bafowethu ngifuna ukusho ukuthi ngicela ukuthi sinake ukuthi sizinakekele, singahambi sifaka ama-mask wethu, izandla ziwashiwe kanako tsohle ba haeso a re etseng sure hore re hlapa matsoho, re kenya di-mask tsa rona, re seke ra tsamaya ya di-mallong jwalo mo re ka qetellang setse re na le COVID. So it's important that we adhere to these things.
Don't ask me to translate that, but that was fantastic.
Thanks,
Doctor,
Brian.
thank you once again for being my special guest.
Brian, thank you. It's been an honor. It's my first time, but it's been a great, and I'm looking forward to really boxing returning and us really enjoying the sport that we always love.
I'll see you at Empress Palace at the
Thank you very much, Brian.
Medical before the fight.
Thank you.
And you are highly recommended, doctor, and you're highly spoken about in boxing circles.
Oh, thank you very much, Brian.
Dr Selepe.
Thank you very much.
For being my special guest for
Thank
this
you.
week's show, the
Thanks.
Golden Gloves Chat Show. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.